Hey everyone, it's Emily here at Mad Vapes of Belmont. Just wanted to talk to everybody about the difference between nicotine salts and regular Freebase nicotine. So the two different kinds, they are significantly different. Freebase nicotine is the e-juice that we're regularly used to. It's the ones that we put into our big devices here. These ones you could vape at lower levels and feel very comfortable blowing those big clouds that everybody's used to. Whereas salt-based nic, you can vape in much higher levels. So this one here is a 30 milligram, but we also carry up to 50 milligrams in salt-based nic. So the difference between the two is basically the fact that you could vape them at higher levels in the salt nics than you can with these ones. So when you have Freebase nicotine and you put it into a huge vape device like this, a 3-nic isn't going to feel very harsh on your throat. It's not going to do the flavor very much. It's going to give you almost a feeling as if you were to drink a cup of coffee. Whereas when you go higher with the nicotine in these ones, it tends to start getting throatier. It dilutes the flavors of the vape a little bit, and even higher than that, it's very uncomfortable to vape, and that kind of stuff. Generally, the higher Freebase nics are used in very small, older devices like Egos with Nautiluses and those kinds of devices. With our new vapes that are coming out recently in the years with these type of big tanks, it's generally recommended that 6-nic or higher is going to give you more of that throat hit, and it's going to be a little more uncomfortable. Now with salts, these are generally used in devices like this. It's a pod device. You pull it out and you put the salt into the pod device. The benefit of the salt nics is that you could vape at much higher levels of milligrams without it ruining the flavor or giving you that throat hit that Freebase generally gives you. So Freebase is actually the negative charge in the tobacco plant. It is extracted, then they go and they take the negative charge out of it by adding salt into the tobacco plant, and then when it's combusted, that's why it gives you that nicotine rush, where salts is the natural form of nicotine in the tobacco plant. The tobacco plant is actually already has salt-based nicotine into it. The way that they do this to make it react a lot better, since it is technically a slow release, they add benzoic acid to it. It's actually a patent, and that will give you that instant nic fix that everybody loves about salts. Also the fact that you could vape it at much higher levels, such as 50 milligrams, and be completely comfortable without coughing, without the throat hit. And they also make really good flavors. So there's benefits between the two. With salt nic, since they've blown up so much, there's a couple benefits with it that have come along with it, such as user-friendly devices, such as pod devices, where you just pop the pods in and you go. They don't really have buttons or anything like that. The second one is obviously higher nicotine levels for people who are looking to get off of cigarettes. Another would be the smoother tasting. You also use less e-liquid with these. Since you're using such small coils inside of these pod devices, it doesn't burn a whole lot, so therefore you're technically saving on juice unless you're like me and you like to vape both. And it also has a longer shelf life, since it is the natural form of nicotine and it's the salt-based nicotine. It's less likely to oxidize as badly as Freebase nicotine generally does, which is the other part of e-juice where you have nicotine tanning and that kind of stuff. So if you have any more questions, just come on down, ask me or any of my associates. I'm sure that we all could give you as much information as you want. Also, if you're looking for a good starter device, like I said, salts are the way to go for quitting cigarettes. Hopefully in the future we'll have a lot more options with salts in these. That'd be cool. Really smooth 3-nic. Looking forward to the future in that. So y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.